Hey y'all, back with another reaction, and this time the purposes is reporting purposes, criticism and comment. This is Bryan Kohberger headed to his extradition hearing, and you see he looking at the camera. Bryan, oh, okay. This is your suspect, y'all. He headed to court. Yes. So let's see how it turned out, and then we'll come in on react to it.
They're making an appearance in court today. Camera crews caught him stepping out of a prisoner transport van outside the courthouse in advance of his highly anticipated extradition hearing. Two law enforcement officials escorted the murder suspect to the Monroe County courthouse a couple of hours ago. The Washington State University PhD student was arrested early Friday for allegedly stabbing to death four University of Idaho
I
students
mean, Bryan is tall. Y'all see that? He taller than them.
in the early morning hours of November 13th in an off-campus rental home. Kohberger, who was studying at WSU's Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology, was transported from the Monroe County Correctional Facility about 7 miles away to the courthouse for a 3:30 p.m. Eastern extradition hearing. His attorney previously said he will not fight extradition and will voluntarily return to Moscow, Idaho, where he faces 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of felony burglary for the quadruple homicide. His parents and 2 sisters are expected to be in court. And of course, once we get more details from this extradition hearing, we'll bring it to you right here on Live Now from Fox, as always.
All right, y'all. There you go. There you have it. Your boy Bryant. He whoo, child. He headed to court. Yep. Let's see what they got here, y'all.
Happy New Year, Michael's Rewards members. You scored a free $5 bonus reward to kickstart a creative 2023.
Juvederm lips say it all. They can be bold, subtle, and everything in between. With the longest lasting.
It look like this one better.
Now from Fox, I am Andy Mack. This was the scene just moments ago out of Monroe County as Bryan Kohberger was out of courtroom in this extradition hearing, and certainly following this one as he faces those 4 counts of first-degree murder back in Moscow, Idaho, and could be back in Idaho in the coming days. To hear more about this and what this hearing means, we're going to be
Wow.
joined now by Bryan Silver, a former prosecutor. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. First and foremost, what can you tell us about what this extradition hearing means and how soon potentially Bryan Kohberger could be back in Idaho?
So the extradition hearing really does not have much to do with the substance of the case. What happens is when a person is located outside of the jurisdiction, here the defendant is in Pennsylvania, there's an Idaho warrant for his arrest. So Pennsylvania took him into custody, but he needs to be extradited from one jurisdiction to another. As everything in our legal system, a person has the right to challenge, a person has the right to ask questions. So the purpose of the hearing is to give the defendant the opportunity, if he so chose to have it. It's a case when it comes to homicide, especially a homicide of this type, I feel like he probably should have challenged it just because the approach is always attack, attack, attack when you're the defendant in such a case. One of the big questions we have here is why was this particular person arrested? So far law enforcement has been very quiet about the basis for this arrest. And I feel that if I was representing this individual, I would not miss any opportunity to be asking questions. I don't believe in taking things at face value. He's being given this chance, and he should capitalize on it to make sure that there is justice being done here.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not gonna hold you long. We got a bad storm, but Bryan is expected to waive his extradition at the hearing. He's supposed to be waiving it. So we still trying to see how that come out, how that turn out. But let me skip it a little bit, y'all, because I really want to know.
State laws differ from state to state, but in Idaho, you mentioned the fact that there hasn't been a ton of details. How soon will those be revealed, and how maybe soon will all the defendant for Bryan Kohberger notice as well?
This is a major issue with this case. We have 4 victims that were stabbed and cut to death, basically 4 separate crime scenes, even though they happened in one house. And it's been many, many weeks, I believe, or a few months actually, since we've heard anything. And law enforcement has been silent. They haven't said any details. They haven't told us the basis for this man's arrest. There's mumblings about DNA, but it wasn't directly his DNA. They've been very quiet, and I got to tell you, as a trial lawyer, I find that troubling. Because usually when law enforcement has a good case against somebody, they parade around their evidence. They're the first ones, for instance, in a major money seizure case.
But they was parading around it at first.
All the currency on the table. They do a big drug bust. All the drugs are on the table. They get a guy dead to rights. Here's the proof that we have. But in this case, this investigation has been going on for a very long time. We have not heard any details. And it raises a major question. What do they really have on this guy? We have a small law enforcement agency that hasn't investigated a murder in 7 years or whatever it's been. It's not like the New York Police Department is conducting this investigation. They probably have a homicide there every few hours. So it begs a lot of questions. Why this guy? Why someone in Pennsylvania? And the more silent they are about it, the louder the...
Yeah, they need to. Well, I know that. I'm not gonna hold y'all long, but I know the police officer said that they are for sure that Bryan Kohberger is the murderer, but they're not speaking on it, and I guess they don't want too many folks to know what's going on. So I guess we'll hear about it in court, but I'll keep y'all updated, okay? Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hey, y'all watch out for this storm.